McDermott, News Center 7.
If you or someone you know is struggling, the number to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is right there on your screen. 1-800-273-8255. Again, 1-800-273-8255. It is manned 24 hours a day. You can also visit suicidepreventionlifeline.org for help.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast. That's weather coverage you can count on.
It's May. We are all ready for some nice weather.
Yes, I mean, I tell you what, chilly this evening.
Yeah, it was a little brisk out there, yeah.
That's right, Rob.
And part of that was because of the cloud cover we had much of the day, so we didn't get a lot of heat from the sun. Plus, we just had a cold front move through yesterday, so cool air across the region today and tonight as temperatures likely drop into the upper 40s, so definitely below average for this time of year. Right now, 55 degrees in Dayton. It looks like we're out of the 40s right now, but we're going to get there soon enough with temperatures in the low 50s generally. It looks like Dayton's actually one of the warmest spots here across the Miami Valley, and cool temperatures are to come, but we do have warmer temperatures this weekend. In fact, a lot warmer. We'll get to that in a little bit. We did get up to the 60s in a couple places today. Springville got up to 60, Wilmington got up to 60, so all of our southern counties here, Butler, Warren, and Clinton County, but we did get up to 58 in Dayton. I mean, that's a little warmer than most of the area, but it was still cooler than average. We're typically in the low 70s this time of year, and thus temperatures now a lot cooler than they were this time yesterday, even with the cold front that moved through a little bit earlier yesterday. We're looking at temperatures about 7 degrees cooler in Dayton compared to 11-17 last night, 10 degrees cooler in Springville. But this won't last too long. We're going to move on up as we move into the weekend. We could be looking at temperatures in the 80s. We're going to keep some cloud cover with us too. If we were clear, we would probably drop in the mid to low 40s perhaps, but we'll be in the upper 40s once that temperature drops thanks to a lot of this cloud cover. There might be some times where the cloud cover breaks up a little bit, but we're generally leaning from partly to mostly cloudy skies overnight. And it's pretty cloudy across much of the Midwest. You can see some kind of break up in the cloud cover there in southern Indiana, but we're generally cloudy. We're going to remain cloudy, but we're going to remain dry. We're not really seeing any rain across much of the Midwest, at least not until you get to Illinois, and still seeing some good amount of rainfall over in Missouri. And if you head a little bit farther toward the west, you're seeing a very active evening with temperatures, not temperatures, but thunderstorms and even some tornado warnings across much of North Texas near Wichita Falls, getting up toward Oklahoma City and heading their way up to Tulsa too. So an active night on the plains. But here, no, not so much. We're just cool, but we warm up pretty quickly. You can see temperatures getting into the mid-60s, the upper 60s. That's still a little cooler than average. Again, we're typically in the lower 70s this time of year. So Sunday closer to average, and then 80 degrees on Monday. And guess what happens after Monday? We're looking at another day in the 80s, and perhaps another day in the 80s, and so that's warmer than average. And the good news is with that, we're going to see some sunshine. So these days, these cooler days, a lot of them are going to be pretty wet, especially Friday. But getting into the 80s for early next week, we're looking at lots of sunshine. Let's take a look at the rain we can expect on Friday. In fact, we'll even see a little bit into Thursday afternoon and evening. Overnight, early Thursday morning, pretty quiet, just some cloud cover moving in and out, generally leaning mostly cloudy. As we get into the afternoon, it starts off dry. Here's a look at 2:30, but the late afternoon and into the early evening hours, you do see some showers across the region. Not a great chance for thunderstorms, really, but we do see some rain coming in the late afternoon, lingering a bit to the evening. And then here's a look at early Friday morning, 3 a.m. You can see a much better chance for rain, perhaps a rumble of thunder in there, and then this continues into the mid-morning and then into the late morning with perhaps a pause here and there. You can see a gap here, 11 a.m. between the northern Miami Valley and Dayton, but generally we're going to expect some passing showers throughout much of the day Friday with a couple thunderstorms mixed in there as well. But again, temperatures moving up to the 80s Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday with sunny conditions. Maybe Wednesday a shower possible, but it's looking quiet Sunday through Tuesday, so that looks like a great stretch to do something, especially Sunday with it being the weekend. It looks pretty nice.
Thanks, Robert. Police in California said they arrested a 23-year-old man with a knife after he tackled comedian Dave Chappelle at the Hollywood Bowl. Witnesses said the attack happened right as Chappelle was wrapping up his set. They reported security got to the man police identified as Isaiah Lee and started kicking and punching him.
Out of the suspect, how did he get into that venue? There are numerous checkpoints that surround the entire venue. They check for any type of weapons, and how he slipped through is a mystery to all of us.
While Chappelle brushed off the incident, we talked to people here in the Miami Valley about how seeing this video made them feel.
The world right now is getting where it's free to do anything, it seems like, and it's allowed.
Dave Chappelle is set to perform in Yellow Springs throughout the summer and the rest of the year. We reached out to the venue to see if they have any plans to increase security, but we've not heard back.
I don't care what you're going to use the money for.
But this Dayton children's doctor needs your assistance to care for children in Ukraine. He set up a new website so you can help him help them.